Yeah, so the 2618 of this wave gets us pretty close to the 1-to-1. I'd expect it to kind of go past that. So how else can we look at this? Something that I did notice that I thought was very interesting. We take off some of those drawing tools, and this is to take that Elliott wave and mix it with accumulation distribution of Wyckoff. We could look at this box right here, and let's see if we can copy that. Clone the box. Damn it. No, give me the box. I go here, bring it up here. Kind of looking at the same thing going on up here. So this fits in really good with with Wyckoff, how you have a shakeout, and a little bit of accumulation, markup, and now a distribution. So everything that was bought down here could be getting sold up here for like short-term traders. So then maybe we'll have this leg right here pop right out the top for our wave 5. So then we want to get a target off of that. So I would measure that leg right there and project it from the bottom, which we might come down and hit this bottom again, take out the stop losses there and there. I'd expect it to jump back inside the box. And that would get us up to 1.272 up to 43.4. That would be proportionate. I think that would look good as a 5-wave structure. Labeling that 1, 2, that's 3, down to 4 for 5. And that gives you a good impulse wave. I have not checked the RSI here. Plenty of room to run up on the 5-minute. Did we get any divergence at the bottom? We did not, which does support price coming down one more time. Give us some kind of bullish divergence right there. Price comes down below the box, but the RSI kind of holds above 40. That would be a decent ball signal. So let's zoom into this current wave that we're looking at right there. Inside this box, take off some of the drawings. Let's dissect what's going on here. So we've got an impulse down. You see ABC, ABC, WXY maybe is going to play out right here. And this is a good trade setup that I'm very familiar with, is when you have the previous wave 4 down here, you go up for 5, and this wave 4 plays out and just tags that. Sometimes it breaks it a little bit, but then comes back. But I expect that to be touched. I'll take a trade right off with that. A lot of the times with my stop loss down. See, how would I put the stop loss here? Measuring that. Let's do a fib retracement. I'll do a fib retracement where I'm thinking the wave 3 started right there. That's my proposed bottom of wave 2 up to the top of wave 3. Yeah, right around here. It's even acceptable to come down to 41,008, but I would not like it below going all the way to the 618. That would not look like a wave 4 to me anymore. So how do you trade that?
Agreed.
You take it at the 0.382, maybe fire your small bullet there, take another bullet at the 0.5, stop loss at the 0.618. I think that would be going a little bit too low because you don't have any more liquidity after this. This is where the stop losses are. Draw a little circle there. There's the liquidity. Those are all the stop losses. So before price would move up significantly, I'd expect these stop losses to get hit. So if price moves up from here, I'd expect a rejection to come back down and grab that liquidity anyway. I mean, we're currently building liquidity up top. This is what all these consolidation boxes tend to be: building liquidity on the top, liquidity on the bottom, to push price in the direction of the market makers. So we'll put a little liquidity up there, start to build some. So this looks good for long, up to like almost 44,000, 43,800 or something like that. You should have on the 5 minute, you should have the bearish divergence coming in at that point because of how low it is on the RSI. You got your proposed wave 3 there, wave 5, you already had your bearish divergence there, and that has played out spectacularly. Price, however, did not come down very far, so it's holding the range. So maybe a stop out, and then FOMO Friday, as I was calling it in my post earlier. Have a little FOMO Friday, but don't buy the breakout. Don't buy the breakout of it going up. It's most likely going to reject. I wouldn't know where to manage risk off of if I was to buy a breakout. I mean, you'd have to keep your stop very tight. We have the weekly close resistance that I was looking at. I've been looking at that for the past month or so, maybe 2 months. Go to the weekly here. Show you what I'm talking about. Zoom out. So I am looking at these closes over here back in February. Price closed there. And that'll usually offer some kind of resistance or rejection, even. Definitely possible. We have these closes as well at 46,500. I mean, it's fraught with resistance all the way up. And there's going to be sellers all the way up. So if price does somehow miraculously break the all-time high, I'd get very, very bullish on that. But we're a long ways away from that, guys. Long way. What, $22,000 away? So still quite a stint.
I hear if you're saying that in 3 days. You know how it goes sometimes.
Oh yeah. You see the on the weekly we have an RSI breakout. It hasn't closed. I think it did close already, but we'd like to see it close in a back test. So maybe we get that pullback and a back test on the weekly trend line on the RSI. That would be pretty awesome if it holds support there. That would be pretty bullish as well, I would think. We're also looking at the 2-week. Two-week chart. This is also a resistance line up here, this order block up there. Like I was saying yesterday, but it was on the phone, so nobody could see it really well. These are good things to label on your chart. Just label that. That's going to be. I'd be impressed if we make it through that. I'm expecting just a touch of the bottom of that. Come on. Come on, make it right there. 49,100. That should be massive resistance. Are we going up there today or tomorrow? I don't think so. We're going to have a nice weekend pullback, in my opinion, but we never know. We never know. It's up. What can we see locally? See anything that I can base a trade off of? 1 hour, no. 2 hour, no. I don't like that. 3 hour, nope. 4 hour. No, it just still looks like an uptrend to me. So shorting a reversal, like that's not the way I like to trade. Picking tops and bottoms like Max does. That's Max. He'll pick tops and bottoms all day. Much more time? We got 9 minutes. Okay, this is interesting. We did break. Was it the 8 hour? We had an order block here, right there. We broke, stayed above it. Yeah, we totally took out that candle. Let's check the 12 hour and daily. 12 hour. That's the daily open. That's good. We do have 42.25 as support potentially with those closes at the 12 hour closes. Might be able to take a trade off of that for that little pop up for wave 5. That number to watch is 42,253. Bullish engulfing back tested. The 2-day, I think, had a sell setup. Is that closing? That is closing. All right. So this was a nice bearish engulfing. That was an order block. And now that we broke above that order block, that's going to get back tested. Very interested in that level. With a 2-day close at 41,495. Take a long off of that. Your stop loss is down at the wicks below, but I wouldn't expect it to go price to go down there. If price does go to those wicks down below, we're going down to 30, 35, 33. So there'd be plenty of trade to go on there. So I would take a trade off of there, keep your stop loss at, 1%, 2%, whatever your risk is, whatever you're comfortable with. You can get in on the lower time frames. See what that's going to look like. How do we get there? From here? No, I wouldn't see it from here. We're still looking at this accumulation, distribution, pop up, and then reject. So maybe that for after that wave, we come back down for this wave. ABC, this wave. Yeah, those link together. So this wave is the next wave in the sequence. So if we make it up to 40, say 43,800, let's take a measurement of that leg and see what it will look like. Attention. Am I still live, guys? It might just be wrapping here.
Yeah, you're good.
43,800. All right, so check that out. So if you match this leg that came down and measure it from where I'm expecting this wave 5 to pop up to, you measure one for that leg, it comes back down. The 100 comes back down to that 2-day close, which was an order block, but now it's broken, so that'll be a breaker block. It'll come back down and test it right there at the 100. So that is, if that plays out, that would make these waves like perfect. I wonder what drawing tool I can use for this. Use the brush. It'll be all right. That leg comes up there like that. So you're matching that one with that one. And then we match this leg down here with this leg that comes down here. It might look the same. And then next in the sequence would be this nice leg off 37,000 up to 41. That makes sense to me. I like that. shall we look at Ethereum? Anybody want to look at Ethereum, or everybody knows that it's pretty much the same stuff?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a quick glance, but
something to consider on Ethereum. ETH it's had a pretty big blow off top and then sort of coming down. So I think BTC is the produce more gains, possibly. So it's fine. Quick input.
could also be a sign that there's a pullback coming.
This was my setup from 2 days ago. There's your stop loss, and there's where you take money and take money. Clear that off the chart. What the heck is going on here with this? This is, I mean, an ending diagonal. Basically looks good for it. Of course, below 28.8, where are we at? 28.92, 15 minute. We still have upwards momentum. Let's zoom out to 4 hour. All right, we're already crossing down with the 4 hour momentum. We need to close. Oh, we're going to cross back up now. Okay. ETH has just been strong. But the trade idea was playing out. This being the ABC in the middle there. There's the connector. A, B, C. I took a long off of that. That was good for me. So if that is a connector and we have some kind of ABC going up, maybe that's a wave 4. Then we'd expect this leg right there as a wave 5. Let's take some measurements and see what it looks like. I'm going to take this off of closes, but can we get up to 31.58? 31.58. How do we get there? Okay, we have a leg up, leg down. This one looks like it's making its own little ABC right here. We need this pullback coming after we reach target. Let's check. Almost. We haven't quite reached target there for that ABC. For this ABC, we haven't reached target. We need to go a little bit higher. And then play out this leg down. So this has confluence with what I'm expecting on Bitcoin to pop up and then give that leg down and then finish a little leg up. I don't know when it's going to happen, but maybe we have some weird price action over the weekend. So if I consider this as a potential ABC going up, this leg, damn it. Let's make that some kind of yellow. There you go. That leg comes down here. Then you have your connector right there, bing, and then finish off with that leg, that last leg. Make a green leg. Match that with that to get us to 31. $31.58.
Hey, Kemo.
Yeah.
Do you find those sorts of wax waves, I guess they call them, work in crypto? I mean, I use them all the time in Forex. It works like a charm, but I just didn't think it played out so much in crypto.
I use them everywhere, no matter what. Now, I'm kind of not liking Elliott Wave as much lately because the past 6 months, Elliott Wave counting has been pretty difficult in crypto, in my opinion. It hasn't played out quite right. There's been a lot of things that I've counted and then not play out or play out not exactly the way I expected them. So it was getting less and less precise. So this method of counting everything in three waves, it matches everything. So everything has a partner.
Yeah, that is my exact motto in Forex. It's just three waves, all three waves, everything, just all three waves. And then there's like one 5-way, and then it's a reversal at the end of the 5-way. But the rest is just three waves.
Yeah, well, you can still. I mean, we still have the experience of Elliott wave. After doing it so long, you see an impulse and like, yeah, that's a 5-wave. So that's still there. But I mean, what is this crap down here? I don't know. What is this crap? I don't know. It's just a bunch of crap.
You gotta get on the micro, man.
Yeah, even on the micro, I like the 3-wave method a lot better than the 5.
Yeah.
And on the macro,
I can see I can see an ugly 5-wave there, but
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. This would have to be your running flat wave 4, which Ethereum does this quite a bit.
It could be a wave
That's
too, bro.
characteristic.
It could be a running flat wave too, and then we're just going to the moon. Sorry, I don't want to go too bull hard, but I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I'm not quite bull hard yet, but we're reaching target of this falling wedge, which people would say would trade that as a falling wedge, which I see it. And the target is always top of the wedge, so there's liquidity up there. I'd expect us to grab liquidity up there and then reject. So then you have the breakout traders like, oh, if we go above these levels, we're going to the moon, which yeah, sort of. But it's going to grab your orders and pull you under to the 618 and then go.
Yeah. Ground you and then go. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd watch for some rejection up there. As soon as it grabs liquidity, we might see a nice leg down, and then I would short the retrace of that, stop loss at the high. So, I mean, still in an uptrend. I don't short the uptrend. I'm not shorting little piddly waves, especially on Ethereum.
It's definitely too dangerous to just short an impulse and try and catch the top in this sort of environment. Because we're out of the range, so there's always that danger that it just keeps pumping if you're going to short it. So I certainly won't be doing it, even though that's my kind of style. I won't be jumping on a short to get wrecked. Yeah,
exactly.
Once it puts in the structure at the top, and like you say, puts in some sort of corrective, something down and then some sort of corrective wave up that we can read, then I'll go for the short. It presents much safer.
No, this looks good. ETHBTC looks good. ETHBTC looks really good. Man, that's a macro continuation pattern. Really. Check on the daily.
Yeah,
the lower time frame, it had its blow off, but dude, that's no, this thing's gonna fly. Holy shit. 3 ways. I mean, we could match. Let's try to match some of these legs. Let's see what it might be able to match that last leg. Nope, those don't match. How about the leg before it?
If ETHBTC is going to fly, then it's going up, both of them.
Oh yeah. These legs don't match that. This doesn't have a match. So if that breaks the high, it's going to repeat this leg right here. It's going to be back up to all-time highs.
Well, there's the triangle play on it. And then there's obviously the WXY play, right? Because you've either got the triangle. If that fails, then it's WXY. I mean, they're the most two obvious.
Well, from a Wyckoff perspective, let me look at this. Let's look at the accumulation pattern here. We've got this accumulation all down here. You got your spring down in this area, show of strength up, back test of spring, another show of strength, back test of that, and then off to the races. So could this come back, play out a ABC and then an ABC up and another, like a WXY down, back test the top of that? That would be your show.
Well, that's what I say. So it's either, the triangle play or the WXY. So if that,
yeah,
and that's why I say I had a kind of a blow off top on the smaller time frame. But if it gets going again, very interesting.
Yeah, if it breaks that high,
not only is it a good indicator on not only is it a good indicator on ETH strength against Bitcoin. I think it's a good indicator on the market, on the direction. If ETH BTC is pumping, I do not see ETH sort of going down and Bitcoin dumping. It's going to be ETH USD going on a tear and BTC not tearing, going up as well.
Well, Ethereum will drag up the market all by itself. It can. It's done it before. I've seen freaking XRP do it before. I mean, people get bullish on something and the whole market just kind of melts up. So let's look with that. Let's start taking some measurements here. I'll get some thoughts on this ETH BTC because this is very interesting. We propose that as a wave 1, 2, 3, maybe. Let's look at how it measures. I haven't measured this in a long time. All right. What about log scale? Put it in log scale. That works. Does that work? Maybe propose that as a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Banded flat type thing. AB. That's a weird wax wave right there for a correction. I like it. There's an ABC in there and then a dip down up to the 1618. So if this would be the wave 3, let's check the retracement on our wave 3. At this point, to top, we're hovering at the 0.382. So if that is a wave 4, it would actually travel very close to wave 1. So that could be all you get, and it's off to the races. I think people are a little too bullish. The past 3 months, people are still holding. I still would expect more of the market to get shaken out, and people really think that this thing's going to zero. But that looks good in log scale. Good. If we match this leg with this, let's check what that looks like. If we get the 1-to-1 of wave 3, and look, the 100 would make it right up to our wave 5 idea. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you replay this leg over here. You have like a distribution zone, and then one more pop up, and then tank. So, I mean, is bull run finished with all this accumulation over here? Accumulating all the way from 2018. That's a hell of an accumulation range to say, oh, we're finished right here. Let's go back down. Yeah, ETH BTC is looking good. I'd probably have to buy a pullback on that. That's interesting. I haven't seen that in a while. What else do we want to look at? Anybody have any suggestions? Maybe some XRP? I wouldn't even know where to look at XRP. I mean, Bybit's all right, I guess. Bitfinex. Let's check Bitfinex. Still in log scale. This is your Wyckoff spring. There's your back test. This is a great show of strength of the back test. Very, very deep, but worked good. Then you had an SOS right there, another back test of that accumulation range. Kind of your last point of supply. And then up. Now we're back testing this range right here. Still looks pretty bullish. So on the daily chart, it looks like it could still do this leg down. Now we're doing this leg. Look at the way that matches. That matches perfect. If you invert this one, doing the inverse. So that should go 1-for-1 of that. And then have this leg down. Get these lows right there and go on up. Repeat this leg. Let's check locally. Am I still live, guys? Am I still live?
Yes, sir.
Wow, this is working a lot better than my phone then. Hey, we're right at the top of the range. I mean, we're kind of above the range. Yeah, I'd say we're above the range. Let's draw a box. I like the box. So I'm taking this area and this top right here to draw the top of my box. And I'd probably take the range lows with that poking out the bottom of the box. You know, kind of stayed inside of here. Found support there. Spring down, come back, find support there. So that's a good bottom of the box. And then we're kind of hovering above the box. So I wouldn't short this. I'd look for it to take out this liquidity down below and then wait for it to come back inside that box. That's a different box, though. So we would draw. Come on. What the heck is that? Make this box a different color. The blue box. So you got the bigger range, and now it's just a local range right there. Takes out liquidity at the bottom. Up it goes. But it has to close back inside there. So where's my ellipse? We've got our stop losses down here. The market's going to want those stop losses before it goes up again. So price comes down, takes those out, comes back inside this box, closes inside. That's your long right there. Stop loss at the liquidity grab. First take profit is the top of the range, take off 25%, and then you'd be looking for higher. How much higher are we at? A, B, C. Yeah, I think we'll repeat this whole leg. So this will be an ABC maybe. A, B, with an ABC, like a WXY. So we go up to there, take it out a log scale. That would be crazy to get 92 pennies out of this thing. Does that make sense? Yeah, it kind of does. So then you'd have your liquidity up there. Those stop losses. Of anybody that went short or anybody that decides I want to buy the breakout, anything that pops up above those resistances, it'll pop up and then come back down, giving you ABC, 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 WXY. I'm going to mark that. I like that idea. most likely stop those people out first and then go down. Does our RSI support that idea? The 1 hour. We don't really have bearish divergence on the 1 hour yet, so that's not a short. But if this RSI gets down low enough, like breaks the low, you'd have some kind of hidden bullish divergence, most likely playing. Get back inside the box, take the long up to 91 cents. So you'd have a trade from, 68 cents to 90 cents on XRP. No, 71. After it breaks the low, comes back inside, 71. Maybe we'll have that in like a weekend altcoin pump. Let's see. We just do a WXY here. 2, 3, 4, 5. That works. That kind of works in Elliott wave, ending diagonal. ABC, ABC, ABC. WXY there. Takes out the stop losses. And then goes up for its ABC. Looks good. What else we want to check on? DXY, see what's going on. Oh,
The
look at
Nixie's
that DXY. Yeah, it popped. Do you know where it popped right to? I think it popped right into a weekly order block.
But I caught hundreds of pips this week. You, Chief.
Yeah, right into that weekly order block. And we closed. The market's closed already, right? Yeah, it closed up there inside that order block. That's kind of bullish. But not until it breaks that high. If it breaks that high, then it would find support on top of there, most likely. You'd see 94.
Yeah.
So then you have 1, 2, 3. This is a weird 4, 5. So
I think it's going up, man.
Idea.
All the GU and NU and AU and what else is there? Anyway, a bunch of those US pairs are looking pretty grim. Downside, putting a lot of corrective structures. The upside, so
yeah, we're coming for these highs. We're gonna aim for 94.5 on the DXY. What it looks like. Not totally convinced yet.
It's going up, bro.
The bottom's in. The bottom is in.
The bottom's in, mate.
That's just an ABC wave 4.
Yeah, it's not going up, no way. But it's going up above that high is what I mean.
Yeah. And then down to the abyss. I'm still expecting 80, 83. 83, 82. Dude, on the monthly, we're not done yet. Dude, we still need this whole thing needs to play out. ABC on the monthly. It needs to break those lows. We need to break that. We're just basically building liquidity right there. Getting people to set their stop losses there. Be like, oh, that's a macro support. There's no way we're going below that. Boom. Yes, we are. And then moonshot. That's kind of what the charts are saying to me. I say the dollar is going to break above 103 after.
Need a new president to get the moonshot, though.
Yeah, maybe that's when the female comes in, the vice president. She's going to take over. That's
The
everybody's
stab,
gonna freak out.
she doesn't even have to stab him. He's gonna might cock it.
Oh, Biden, he's gonna die of his own accord. Let's get back to these. Retest this structure. Boom, and then moonshot. Replay this leg right here. Bang. And we're doing ABC there, up, ABC here, and up. And then it touches that long downsloping trendline channel that the DXY has been in. I mean, it's just a channel down. We're just gonna hit the top of the channel. Then we go into like a hyperinflation, and the dollar dies.
So what are you tracking this thing on this such a large time frame for? Do you use that?
I used it last year or something like that to project where Bitcoin was going to be. I actually projected May of 2021 for a 64. Well, it was a $60,000 to $100,000 Bitcoin around May. So that gave me my thesis because I took Bitcoin from its inception and followed the chart and found the highs and lows and how it played in there, and looked at the DXY how it was playing, and I was like, I would expect this to be a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is kind of what I was looking at, and I was like, May of 2021, we should see between a $60,000 and $100,000 Bitcoin. So and that's when Bitcoin was at $6,000. So
Oh wow!
the idea works, and I called it in 2 years in advance. I posted these charts in other discords a long time ago, and they were all marked. I was like, look, this is where Bitcoin came. This was Bitcoin's run up to $20,000 right there. And we're doing this didn't look like a 5 wave to me. It looked like a choppy B wave. So I was like, this is ABC. We're going to come down. We're going to break that low. And extrapolating the data, I was just like between 60 and 100,000 conservatively for Bitcoin around that timing. Just matching what the leg would look like. And it played out pretty good. The information is in the chart. Dollar. Maybe it's. Let me check. DXY. The index? Maybe I put it on the index.
By the end of the year.
Yeah. Here's my old chart. It still has it.
Kimo,
Yeah. Hey, Adam.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Where do you see Bitcoin going by the end of the year? Somewhere
End
in
of
December.
year. End of year. I could see
So,
several ways.
if you have to guess.
If I have to guess, $193,000 Bitcoin by January. That's my guess. And that's also based upon this chart, this DXY chart, because where we're at.
109, 109, right?
193.
200 for all intents and purposes.
So yeah, almost 200,000. I think we get rejected before 200,000. If we don't reject the 200,000, then 240,000 is my next target. So seeing this as an ABC, I think we're in a wave 4 right here. So I think the dollar comes down, and this being my old chart, between 50,000 and 100,000, we've met that target right here. So if we're going to come up and Bitcoin holds at 30, I would see Bitcoin making a 5x to 6x from here just on this drop. Boom. So that's my idea. I mean, I don't know if it comes true. Nobody knows, but BTC USD. Come on. I'll show you a chart that I'm kind of tracking and what I'm looking at. Index? I don't know if I have it on the index or not. Yeah, I do. Okay. No, this isn't the one. It's sort of the one. Monthly chart. I think I did this on the 2-day. If you guys want to see some cool macro tricks that I've been playing with. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I've seen many Ellioticians that are calling this wave 1. This is 2. This is 3, and they're looking for 4 to come down here to 15,000, which I would agree that's not a bad idea. From a Wyckoff perspective as well, you have your accumulation box right there. This is your show of strength, and you come back down and you back test the top of the box. So that does work. I'm good with that count if it does play out. But I'm actually expecting this to hold for now. I might see a wick down to grab this liquidity, but then moonshot and let's take some measurements, and I can show you what I'm kind of thinking. If this is wave 1 and a very shallow wave 2, deep wave 4, we'll take a measurement from the bottom, which was 38,000 something, to the top of wave 1, proposed wave 1, and to the bottom of wave 2, we hit the 1618 pretty dang close. They were right in that area. I was actually expecting 67 before going down, 67 to 69,000, but didn't get it. So if that rings true, but this is only in log scale, if that does ring true, then this being a potential wave 3, we expect wave 4 to retrace to the 0.382 to 0.5. And if we retrace, tool check the measurement of wave 3, we're not quite at the 0.5, but we've been hovering around the 0.382, which is very common for a wave 4 to do. Pop up and then come back down and test that 0.5. And that'll grab all the liquidity, and that would be your wave 4. So then where's your wave 5? Well, according to this chart and this measurement, 217,000, but my conservative target was 193. But that's how I would see this. And that should happen by the end of the year, and then correct down, maybe for this wave 4. So we'd have this entire thing as a wave 3. Then you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. A little pop up matching this leg. That's a potential. I think I got this off the weekly RSI as well. Let's pull up the weekly chart. And this kind of gives confluence to what I was looking at. If this was a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, potential 5. So when I look at the RSI on the weekly, this wave 4 came down below wave 2. What I'm proposing is wave 2, giving you weekly hidden bullish divergence. And that's like a common trade setup that I will take myself to play out a wave 5. And then once this comes up on the weekly for wave 5, getting up to that $190,000 area, you should get this into oversold on the weekly, but not that high. And you'd have bearish divergence on the weekly, and then that'll play out, giving you your pullback for wave 4, coming back to previous wave 4, 30,000 again. Bam. Base off of that, maybe go again. That's kind of my thoughts on the macro. The timing of it, I would expect by like November, but I'd also expect a lot more people to be shaken out. So do we go up there from here? It's possible. That's why I'm not like too concerned about jumping into positions. I mean, we're basically still ranging. We're still in the box. We're just barely breaking out of the box. But if we look at the daily chart, zoom in here, you'd have a better confirmation of that count after you break this all-time high, or even closing above 50,000, 53,000. That would start to get the market pretty bullish, and we should at least break the all-time high again, then have a pullback, and then continuation up. But if that's my projected target is way the heck up here, then there's plenty of meat left on that trade. So like if you're looking for a spot buying position, an investment position, I wouldn't do it until it breaks all-time highs or until it makes it down 25,000, 26, like breaks those lows and pops back inside this box. And this is more Wyckoff going on. If you have your box right here, this is your consolidation box. If it comes down below here, hits 25, comes back and closes at $32,000, like closes any daily candle above 30,000, 32,000, I would buy Bitcoin there for an investment, expecting it to continue up. That's the way I would look at it. If it breaks below and holds below that, that means that this was a redistribution. This is your essentially a bull trap, and you continue down. If it holds below there and does not come back in that box, it'll continue down to like 12,000, in my opinion. 14,000, 12,000. So my last line in the sand is like 25 and gets back inside the 30,000 box. Then I'd look for an uptrend. Does that make sense? Also, does that answer your question? Oh, it appears that I'm gone. I'm not live anymore.
You live, bro?
Cool. Nobody's answering me. I was asking whoever asked that question. Let's see how we're doing on Coinbase. The BTC, gold. Should look at gold too. See what gold did today.
Gold absolutely tanked.
Did it?
Oh yeah, bro. Went to the depths. Not quite, but you know what I mean. It's taken out liquidity and then it's going to go up again.
Yeah, beautiful. So is this our? No, this isn't our new daily. Did we open a new daily candle? What happened at the daily? It looks like we're up and down. Oh, that's week. Am I on week? No. What the heck? Okay, this doesn't look right. Oh, those are my lines. All right, just hovering there at 42,870. That's a nice candle close. Yeah, that's a nice 2-day close. And that's what we're waiting for to confirm that breaker block. This breaker block at the 2-day. So we'll come back down and retest that again. 41,539. Draw the line on your charts, ladies and gentlemen. That would be nice long right there. Support on this order block right here. Now a breaker block. Boom. Continue up. Maybe we'll get this whole leg up there to 50K. We'll see. We'll play some weekend shenanigans though. Damn it. Boom, boom. Man, look at that buyback. Nice buyback on that. Go down to the 15. Let's see what we're looking at. Just ranging, grabbing more liquidity. Bing, 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 bing. So now, in order to get orders, we want these orders right there to bring them underwater so that they panic sell right there or get stopped out. Anybody that's going to buy that breakout or anybody that has their stop loss there, shorts get stopped out. Bring the price back down, then it goes in their direction, takes out these stop losses, and then back to the moon we go. Check out gold. Oh, there goes gold. Look at gold go. Oh, dude, that's below my box. Heck yeah, dude. All right, what do we got here? Got a nice distribution range, kind of popped up. And look at that straight up wick and rejection, just wicked up rejection. Like people thought, okay, this thing's going down. They started shorting all through here, stopped them all out, and then went in their direction. That might continue down for a bit.
Just the bullish divergence as well.
All right, let's check on higher time frames. The daily. The daily's getting back to oversold. What is this doing? I think this was the fractal that I was looking at from up here. I was taking this fractal, going to ABC up there. Let's label that. You got an A, B, C. So now we're just doing this one. So it's an A, B, C, or a WXY. Just repeating this leg. This drop right here equates to this drop right there. We're going to do that. Text? No. Drawing. Draw the brush. So matching this leg with this leg. Then played out this little consolidation. Played out the little consolidation. Dropped. I'm spanning it out a little too far though. Get rid of that one. Go back to my cursor. Just like that. But maybe down. Yeah, like that. And that'll match this very nicely. And it'll get us down all the way to stop those people out over here. Look at that. That would be great. Back to 16.37. I remember that being the COVID low. That's when I bought gold. Back in, yeah, right there. No, that wasn't where I bought. I bought 1600. I bought a back test of it. I took a stab at it at a higher low right there, took profits on it, and then I got back in at around 16 something, probably 1680 or something like that, and sold again at I think 1950. Yeah, so I sold right up on here. I was like, that's enough for me. And then it broke above, came back down. I bought again, and it got stopped out. And then I think I bought this one, sold it as soon as it made back into the consolidation range. Little tiny profits, and then I haven't touched it since. I was like, let's see what happens with this. I mean, this is going on, what, a year and a half now of just sideways and down for gold. That's got to be demoralizing for the gold bugs.
Peter Schiff has been taking out all Denver and Bitcoin.
I didn't hear what you said. You were fuzzy.
I said this is why Peter Schiff has been taking out all of his anger on Bitcoin.
Oh, it's all going into Bitcoin.
Yeah, I guess can't really get me.
Oh, weekly. That it gave you the hidden bullish divergence. I was telling people to buy there around 17, but I expected it to continue up, but it didn't. It's coming back down. So is the weekly going to give a bullish divergence? It's already got hidden bullish divergence, but maybe it needs that bullish divergence to get it to go here. Hey, dun, dun, dun. Dude, are we playing this? Is this what it's doing right now? Maybe it's repeating this freaking thing. That was 2016. Yeah, that's 2 years of just sideways. So that also, same concept with the Wyckoff. You got your accumulation box, and up top we have the distribution box. And then we just play out one more leg, and then we repeat this bear market. Yeah, got that on the weekly gold. Very interesting. So maybe like pretty soon, all markets are just going to go bananas. Like this one's going to break the high. S&P 500 is going to go bananas. NASDAQ is going to go even more bananas than it already has. Check the NAS. Go NAS. At this thing. Didn't make target yet. 16.5. I want 16.5. There's your 3-wave right in there. Let's see the projection of that. Split extension. We're talking on a weekly chart here. And actually almost met that target. 15.594 for that to be an ABC. We've got 1, 2, 3 drives of bearish divergence. The trend is weakening, but the price keeps going up. Wait, we repeat this whole leg right here. Up there, consolidation, bing. Take a measurement of that, what that would look like. $22,000. Oh man, that would be that would make everybody sick. Yeah, that would be scary. Inflation. So, like, is this consolidation box right here the same as we're having here, and we're about to repeat that leg to the end of the year? Just stupid. Oh my gosh. I don't know. There's a lot of bearish divergence going on now. Let's check the daily. One, two, three, four, five, 4, 5. Dude, we got to be on the last leg of this thing. We got to. 3. There's your 3, 4, 5. That makes sense for a wave 5. And then we got the wave 4 giving the hidden bullish divergence. Now we're on, that should be wave 3 of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit more up. We're in log scale. We are in log scale. Maybe that's the problem. It didn't change anything. Trend base for extension. Bang. Bang. We haven't even made a wave 3 target yet. Oh my goodness. Really? The measurements come out really nicely for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then repeat that leg there and 5 up to that 1-to-1, 18,000. Is there any interpretation ending diagonal with what? With the NASDAQ or the what are you talking about, Tim? Unless he's not talking to me. What are you guys doing? Oh, he's talking to somebody else. How many people we got in here? Is there anybody in here anymore? Oh yeah, we still got quite a few people. All right. Are you still recording, Seth? Check my TD sequential. Look at this mess. We'll add a little confluence here with the order book. Let's see what's going on here in the order book. So yeah, order book is saying this is a sell right here. We've got a nice little spike up in the order book. And there's a little signal there. Get the blue signal there, red signal there. So that's a weaker signal, but a signal nonetheless that kind of adds confluence to the ABC, ABC, ABC down, WXY, break the low, pop up. 43,985. There's a lot of orders right there that want to sell Bitcoin. We got a little bit there at 43,505. Those are orders that are stuck in the order book. I think this is on Coinbase. So not really strong, but something to be noteworthy. There's a lot of sell signals all over here, a lot of distribution happening, and now we're kind of pumping up. Made it above that, so might have people buying back. Let's check my TD sequential. Perfect. Mm-mm-mm. We'll be on the 1 hour here. Getting a lot of sell orders there, kind of a cloud of red that wants to sell. Got a little gap in it, so not really strong. This white signal and the purple signal is stronger, but we got some interested parties to sell. 1 hour TD sequential closing in 10 minutes. All right, so we did not quite make a 9 count, but close and rejected. Let's see if this closes as a green 1 on the 1 hour. That'll break the momentum to the downside. But we'll have a little bit maybe, but it won't be as powerful. Let's check our 4 hour. 4 hour still says up for momentum. So the trade set up for TD sequential down here was waiting for a 4 hour green 2 to go above the green 1. It never did. So then you closed a red 1. So I thought that might make it go sideways a little more, but you popped up for a 1 and 2 went above the 1. The momentum is up on TD sequential, especially the daily. I think that one gave a nice, yeah. So on the daily, you had the green 2 traveling above the green 1. According to the TD sequential, that is a buy setup. You buy as soon as it goes above 1. It's sort of like breakout trading, but you're trading the momentum up. Your stop loss goes at the bottom of the 1 candle, which is all the way at the bottom. But now that we've broken up and made a similar candle to 1, I would exit a little bit, probably 25% of that trade, raising the stop loss to the bottom of 2. So then it minimizes your risk there. You want to do that as soon as possible. Goes above the 2 trending up. Days of upside. So maybe we have a weekend pullback in candle and 5, and then candles 6, 7, and 8, all the way to like Wednesday or something like that. Get us to that bull trappy area. Maybe 45, 46, 48,000, maybe more. That would be pretty cool. Ooh, 2-day. We're topping on a 9 on the 2-day. 12 hour is up. Topping on an 8 hour 9. Consolidation on the 8 hour. Down. Well, we'll see. 6 hour still says more up. 4 hour still has more up. So you're waiting for the hourly and 2 hour. Yep, 2 hours topping out here. The 1 hour says it could continue up if that closes in 7 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it actually has to close up where it's at now. It has to close above this 8 candle, above 42,900. Looking like it's got a shot, but we have now grabbed those orders that I was discussing a little bit ago. Got those orders now. See if it comes down and grabs the bottom orders. Or does the FOMO Friday start now? Curious what Ethereum looks like. USDT. Come on. What's your ETH thoughts? Couldn't see the video in the live. Tim says he can't see the video. You guys still see the video? I'm going to have to play the recorded. All right, the 1 hour Ethereum. We've got an 8 count. This was probably a 9 until it dropped. 4 candle correction. I'd wait 2 hours to see if the momentum turns back again on the 1 hour. That looks nice though. 4 hour. 4 hour still says more up. 8 hour. 8 hours topping on a 9. So is Bitcoin on the 8 hour. Same difference. Charts are aligning pretty nicely as far as momentum is concerned. And daily. All right. Daily momentum on Ethereum is maxed out. Look at that. We had the 9 count back 9 days ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 days ago. So we already went double momentum on the Ethereum chart. Still want to see those orders taken up above and then reject. We could see the order book was very green at the bottoms. We're getting pretty red now. I think we've got a lot of sell interest up here, which makes sense. I think that's the most sell dominance we've had in a while. Interesting. So again, market makers have to take on those sell orders. So the market makers are buying anybody who's selling there. Then the market makers throw it up, get people really bullish, and unload their bags on people that get overly bullish and breakout trade.
There you go, testing the top now on BTC, Kemo.
Was it going for it?
No.
It's going for it, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of having a crack, but slight rejection.
Still an uptrend. Oh yeah, it's going, mate. It's going. Look at it go.
Going. I mean, there's a possible three-way already in on Bitcoin there.
Yeah.
As you
got
can see,
1, 2.
And then you got a 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah.
But we still have this liquidity down here, so yeah, even if it does break the top, grab all that.
Looking at my
down it
comes. Let me look at your one. Yeah.
Are you sharing your screen as well?
No, I was just looking at my chart. All good. I'm doing it on the fly, man. I'm driving. That's what I'm used to. I got my phone on my dash. Charting.
Oh, jeez. Are you driving on the wrong side of the road over there?
Yeah, man. I'm on the left on the freeway going 110. But that's kilometers per hour, just so you guys don't freak out.
We're doing kilometers when I used to live in Canada. Oh, this actually looks really good here. On the 5-minute, you don't have your bearish divergence going on, so we're going to peak up on a 5-minute, make that wave 3 to double top, hover around there a little bit, and pop up for wave 5 at 43.786. And then we'll kind of replay this accumulation range down here. We'll replay the same thing up here. Pop it up, down. I like it. And then we play the weekend shenanigans. And so where to enter a trade? There's the daily open right in the middle of the range. So price will probably come down there and bounce on the daily open. Maybe take a short off the top of the range if it comes back inside there. First take profit is at the bottom of the range. Maybe leave some on for that bottom line that I'm looking for at 41.4, the 2-day order block. Oh, I like it. Oh, I forgot about these bad boys. I could switch through charts right there. On the side, I got ADA, Hex, Silver, Bitcoin dominance. No, that's not looking great anymore. Bing, 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 bing. That doesn't look done yet on the dominance. Looks like it wants a little more up. ADA. Buck 41 on ADA. Nice. So this one, we've got liquidity up at 140, 151 area. That make a nice three wave right there. 88 to 151, 152. We'll reject from there maybe. Oh, the bottom's got so much liquidity down there. 80 cents. Nice. Hex, my goodness, look at that thing go. Now, let's just go to Bitcoins.
What's Hex doing?
There you go. What'd you say?
What's Hex doing?
Hex is that thing made by Richard Hart. It's kind of like a lockup. You lock up your coins, kind of like a bank deposit. It's
Yeah,
actually pretty neat.
I heard one thing on it because he ended up having a row with old Nuggets News. I don't know if anyone knows him. He's an Aussie guy. Ended up getting addicted, gambled a bunch of people's money away.
Yeah, he sounds a lot like you. Like the accent, he sounds exactly like you do when he's doing interviews. Like, too right.
No, he doesn't. He's way more softly spoken than I am. He's not a larrikin. He's just a
Do you guys
sort
have
of
different dialects over there of your Aussie accent?
different dialects. No, man. Well, it's just a scale of bogan level, you know? It's like, how bogan are you? You know?
Okay.
So, you know,
No, I don't know.
some people are more refined in their talk, and then there's the harsher sort of bogan Aussie accent. It's all Aussie, but it's it's just some a little bit rougher and some a little bit more refined.
Oh, okay. Kind of like the British with their Cockney. Some of them speak through this first wave and project from there. Where did it land? 1272. Perfect. A B or WXY, I guess. 335. Something like that. 535. I don't know. Expanded in the middle. Boom. It's a nice B wave.
Yeah.
That could be a leading diagonal down, I guess. But man, that RSI is going to come down all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
And what do we do here? Basically double topped. And what happens when we double top? We break it, grab the liquidity. They're just building more liquidity up here. taking profits at the top of the range, come back down, grab their stops. Oh, I wanted to go 100x. Bitch, they're not letting me go 100x on this thing. Loaded image check central. Which would be a buy. Enter.
Hey, Kimo, I'm just loading my ute up. Let me know if it starts pumping.
You're loading your what?
My ute.
What's
What,
that?
you guys don't have the term ute? Are you serious?
A ute?
Oh my God. Ute.
Too right.
Too right. Like a ute?
What
A
is,
utility vehicle? I guess you guys call it a pickup. With my pickup truck.
oh, wow. A utility vehicle. You call it a ute? That's freaking genius.
Yeah. Ute. Yeah, jump in the old ute, mate. Let's go. Chuck it in the ute.
I'm going to use that from now on. That's gold.
Let me
Pickup
know how
truck,
it
I
goes.
guess.
Let me know how it goes, man. Yeah. It's way quicker than pickup truck. Chuck it in the pickup truck. Chuck it in the ute, mate. All right. Let me know if it's pumping. I'm listening.
Not pumping. We're testing the daily open right now. Coming down for the daily open. Check
Yeah, well, if it goes back
Google.
up, I want to get a little bit of a sell on my longs, and then I'll just probably won't short it. I'll probably just sell some and then reload when it comes down.
Heck yeah. Coming down as a 3-wave into the daily open. Technically, that would be a long. Tag that daily open perfectly. That blue dotted line is where the daily opened, and bounced right off it, which is very common. So now if it breaks below it, I'd expect it to back test that and then continue down. There you go. Good job. You broke it a little bit. Come on. You could do better than that. Nope. Got the first try, second try. How about a third try, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. You can do it. Yeah, pretty much. Looks like it's struggling to come down now. If it like barely tags the 1-to-1, you might have some algos that'll pick that up. Right, that's 3 times break of the daily open. So now they're giving you a place to put your stop loss. They're going to come down and break that again. Man, look at the volume bars just stomping people in. Those are just liquidations and stop losses. Just boom. This little candle spread, big cut volume on the candle. And the 1-to-1 is over here. Come on, you can make it. 42,287. Not. No, I want 41,495. And back above the daily open. Come on. So that looks like a wave forward. And usually in the wave forward, you'll see an accumulation kind of going on. Then the stop on back inside. So that does look like an ABC for now. We're in flat here. Accumulation wicks going on there. What about Ethereum? Doing the same exact thing on Ethereum. This is maybe an order block on the 15-minute. No, it is not. Wow, look at that. That's good. Try the 5-minute. 5-minute. Yeah, technically. That's not bad. Nice little spring. Show strength. Back test of the spring. So Ethereum already kind of took out its range lows. So that would be an expanded flat right there, ABC. Kind of making this leg to come down there at 28.50. I like that. No bear divs though, unless you're talking about that bear div to there. That was your bear div. Now we're going from there to there. No, there's no bear divs there. I guess this area? No. So look at that. Came below the daily open, popped up above it. Check the 1-minute chart and see how it interacted with it. Exactly. Look at that. It comes right back to the daily open, finds support on the daily open. Yeah, that looks like it might go up from here. And I ran out of batteries on my earpiece. Minute. Bitcoin. There's my daily open line. It couldn't stay below. It popped up. Popped up. So price seems to have a hard time getting down there. It's got to come up and grab some orders, stop them out down there. So it's going to come up and grab a few orders, then go down a little bit, then maybe pop up. So that looks like a good A, B, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm-mm-mm. I need to get the 15-second chart like Jim has. Dang it. What the heck? There we go. And TRDR, what do you say? Check my little scalper tool. Says scalper. Mm-mm-mm. All right, that turned into a cell. And a nice white signal there on the cell side. That TRDR actually works pretty good sometimes. I like it for confluence. I don't trade off of it, but sometimes it gets it. Am I still live? Am I still recording? Are you still recording? You can stop the recording and edit that thing. Well, yeah, probably. Probably should. But yeah, we just need to get the info out to people, whoever wants to watch it. But man, it's a long video. Well, hopefully nobody's sitting till the end of the video. But if recap, let's see, the recap is. You want to start a new recording actually and post the quick version? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Dun, be zooming to a 5 minute. Dun, dun, dun. That'll take a long time to load the video too, no? No. All right. Timestamp this right now. Looking at a consolidation box here, potential wave 4 matching this accumulation box. So we've got a 1, 2, 3 playing out wave 4, expecting a pop up for 5 for FOMO Fridays, targeting probably 43,500 to 43,800 for a wave 5. It could come right now, or we could grab some stop punts down at the bottom of the range, come back inside the box. You could take a long and ride that wave 5 up. Be quick to take profits at the top of the range, though, and expect some downside from there. We should be getting the bearish divergence on the 5 and 15 minute at that point. So that would be a valid short. Keep your stops close. Personally, I would be taking a short if price comes back into the consolidation box. My stop loss would be at the high at that point, expecting further downside. I'm looking at potentially a long coming at 41,495 off of a 2-day order block that broke. We have there it is. This is our 2-day order block right here, where you had a push up in price, bearish engulfing candle, came back up, retested that exact area, continued down, but now popped back up and broke above that. So now that is a breaker block, expecting to find support at the top of that. So anything above that is a buy. We break back inside there. I'd leave it alone until it breaks back below. Then I would short it or look for it to break back above again and look for a long. That's kind of what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I'd expect Ethereum to follow suit. I want to see Ethereum grab the liquidity over here at $3,100, 3,000 to 3,100 area. Kind of expecting a little pop up to happen probably within the next 12 hours to 24 hours, and then hopefully get a pullback and potentially buy a pullback, maybe at around 24, 28 area. It's kind of what it's looking like to me. And step some people out down here for a potential continuation. But keep in mind that this could be a valid B wave. This entire structure could be a B wave going A, B, see to get the lower targets that we've been looking for, probably $1,200. Jim's been calling for this for a long time. How high does this C leg come up for inside the B wave? We don't know. It could break the all-time high. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe watch Max in the morning. We'll have some Max in the morning along with your morning cereal. It'll be nighttime for
Yeah,
Max.
I'll definitely